Interviews with business owners and veteran executives who share their wisdom and expertise to help you de-stress, free up time, and make more money. Profits of IT. Welcome back to the Profits of IT. Today, I have with me James Kernan of Kernan Consulting. James is a mentor and coach to IT businesses. James, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your company, please?
All right, you bet. Thanks, Jim, for having me on the program. So my name is James Kernan. I'm the CEO of Kernan Consulting. And for first half of my career, I bought, sold, owner, ran 7 different tech companies and had a real successful track record. Sold my last business in 2006. And because of a non-compete, just went and spoke at a technology conference and realized people need help growing their business as well. And just kind of stumbled into business coaching. So I formed Kernan Consulting 15 years ago. And I help business owners, take their business up to the next level is essentially what I do through a variety of different programs.
Cool. So what's something interesting about yourself outside of work?
Oh boy. So I'm a big family man, love my family, happily married for past 28 years and have 2 wonderful young men that we raised. Love boating, and just this past year was elected into my college Sports Hall of Fame. So we've got a big ceremony coming up here in about 2 months.
Wow. What sport is? I see football in the background there. Is that football?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a giveaway. Yeah, I love football. Growing up, always thought I was better at baseball, but baseball, football, and wrestling were my sports all through high school. And my senior year in high school, the first play of the first game of the season, I broke my leg. So, in the Midwest, sports, football starts first. So broke my leg. It kind of knocked me out almost my whole senior year. I didn't play football that year, but made it back and still managed to play baseball and had a pretty good season and had scholarship offers for both baseball and football. And I really wanted to, because your glory year is your senior year, right? And I lost that senior year. So I ended up playing football and had a real successful career.
Cool. So what would you say is keys to your success in business, or what one might call a superpower in business, and how can others learn from that?
So great question, boy. I think, some of the God-given gifts that I have that I would call superpowers is one, just optimism and positivity. And one of my former employees years ago, I asked her to describe what I did. And she said, "You're the head cheerleader, James. You keep everybody fired up, you keep things going, you're high spirited, positive, and you make it fun." So I always remembered that and carried that or continued that through business. So I'm a very competitive person, as I just shared, and I also like gamifying. We're creating scorecards and competing against ourselves, competing against myself, and giving a purpose behind work. So I do that for businesses today. I do a lot of EOS implementation work and creating dashboards and scorecards for people and helping their employees get on board with that. So that those are a couple things that I think would be my superpowers.
Cool. So really gamifying the business, keeping track of having I guess a scorecard means either they're winning or losing at something.
Yeah.
So what if I don't have this in my business right now? What would be ways to go about? Any tips on implementing scorecards or gamification in the business?
Yeah, I'm a big believer, everybody contributes to the bottom line. There's kind of 2 types of people in the organization. Without naming titles, I would just say there's people that make you money or people that save you money. And they're all valuable. People are our most valuable asset, regardless if it's on your balance sheet or not. So one, you treat them that way. Okay. And number two, I think everybody should have goals and KPIs that, based on historical data and based on where you want to go in the business, we keep track of that. And then in an open, transparent, encouraging environment, we share those numbers. So, it's funny, when you start putting production numbers in front of everybody, the only one who's going to be upset about that is the one in last place. So, that's the way it is. And, you as a leader in the business don't really need to say a whole lot to people at the bottom of the charts, because their peers are going to kind of poke at them and razz them a little bit. But, we all need a little kick in the pants in business every once in a while, regardless of your position. And, I found that creating scorecards and dashboards will help keep people motivated.
Got it. And then is there incentives based on these scorecards and whatnot, or
Exactly. Yeah. Great.
how do you utilize
Question.
them?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big believer in rewarding good behavior, and salespeople, consulting engineers, those are two perfect examples that should have, commission plans or bonus plans based on that. And then other, I think everybody should have some kind of upside reward, whether it's days off, whether it's gift cards or perks, or maybe it's compensation. But we've got to keep in mind as well that we're all different. And it's one thing as a business leader, you also have to understand your people and understand upfront what motivates them. Money doesn't motivate everybody all the time. Sometimes it's verbal recognition, sometimes it's gifts, sometimes it's additional compensation. But in all cases, I think it's important to give them recognition, a positive recognition in front of the team. So, but yeah, absolutely, I think there should be bonuses tied to that.
Got it. All right. Any other tips as far as implementing scorecards into their business?
Education, I think, is really important. Busy business owners have a tendency of skipping one of the three steps, of being able to manage, motivate, and hold people accountable. This actually came, Jim, from a book I read a long time ago, so I'm not going to take credit for it. It was just kind of a gold nugget I remembered from this book, and the 1 Minute Manager, and Ken Blanchard. And, it was, set goals and expectations in writing. And then step 2 was train employees how to meet and exceed your goals and expectations, right? And then the third one is hold them accountable. And I kind of took all of that a little bit further. Number one, I think it's important to put everything in writing. So that's number one. That wasn't in the book. The training part is something I see people skip all the time. They're pretty good at, hey, this is what I expect. Here are the goals. Here's the yellow pages. Go make a bunch of calls and go sell some stuff. And then that's it. And then a lot of business owners, they're busy. I get it. But that's where companies like mine, or even companies like yours, come into play, where we can show them how to do other things and bring them ideas and tips and training to make their employees better. So the training part is really important. And then the third one, holding people accountable. Holding people accountable is not browbeating them. To me, it's just communication. And just like we were talking about scorecards, gamification in the business, I'll keep track of everything, or help my customers keep track of things to hold their employees accountable, and then reward them, when we hit our goals, right?
Got
So
it.
that's kind of a three-part step that I think can help everybody.
Cool. That's some great nuggets there. Any other words before we wrap up here?
Yeah, the one last thing I will just say is, if you want to grow your business, it's just not going to happen and fall out of the sky. You've got to always be marketing your business. Marketing is the oxygen of your business. You need to be in the right place at the right time to take care of your customers or prospects' requirements when that happens. And the best way to do it is constantly be marketing your business, through social media, through email, through telephone, through public speaking. There's all sorts of ways to stay connected and get your message across to your customers and prospects today. And you just need to be doing it consistently. Marketing is all about doing it consistently. That's why I like that analogy of it's the oxygen of your business. You got to keep doing it or you're not going to make it, right?
Right.
So
Definitely.
So that's probably the big thing. Keep marketing your business and just stay positive. I think there'll be some interesting economic times ahead. There's some economic indicators showing that there's inflation coming and the economy is going to flatten out. Hopefully we won't get hit with this second wave of COVID and avoid a shutdown. But in all cases, those are all bad things for the economy and for us IT service providers.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to just stay positive, stay the course, and keep marketing yourself, and you'll weather the storm.
Got it. And so if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, James, what's their best way of doing that?
So you can go to the website, kernanconsulting.com. It's Kernan, kernanconsulting.com. All my information, contact info is up there. And one other thing, Jim, if I could mention, I'll offer your listeners a free VIP pass. I hold 2-day sales, marketing, and leadership conferences that we talk about the same things you and I are just talking about now. But I have outside speakers come in for 2 days of educational content and a lot of fun. This next one is September 23rd, 24th in sunny San Diego. So if anybody's interested in traveling to San Diego, beautiful, got a beautiful 4-star new hotel, the Intercontinental, that's right downtown at a super low rate, waterfront in downtown San Diego. So it's called the Mastermind Conference, and you'd either contact my office and I'll send you the information on that, or you could just go to bit.ly, bit.ly, Kernan Mastermind, and that'll be the link right there for you to register and take advantage of that offer.
Cool. So you're going to give them a ticket just for being a listener of my podcast.
Yeah, we normally charge $150 for the tickets to attend the 2-day conference. We feed you, we educate you, entertain you. We have a lot of fun. Travel expenses would be at the listener's expense. But if you want to grow your business, that's the conference to be at.
Great. That's a great offer to be able to attend for free.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.
Anyways, until next time on the Profits of IT, I'm Jim Punzenberger. I'm also the creator of the Managed Prospecting System. So if you're looking to generate leads and appointments without cold calling, spamming, or ad spend, check out managedprospectingsystem.com. And until next time, bye for now.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Profits of IT. Please smash that like button, subscribe, and share.